Alright, here I am in St Catharines at the Dalhousie Pier with all the seagulls and everything, of course, begging for food. No, I don't have any. And when I used to walk here, pier is blocked at both ends. Oh no, that didn't stop them, but it's pay parking over there. It was free parking on this side. And you can see two ships, one there and one there, out in the center of the lake. Now, it is entirely possible that the pier goes a lot further out than the barricades last. And as you see, they didn't care about the barricades in either case. Maybe they're diverting you around or something. And if you look out over there, you're likely to see the Toronto skyline all the way across Lake Ontario, which is what I remember seeing the last time I was here. And there's the Port Dalhousie Lighthouse. Oh, well, can I zoom out while I'm filming? No. So, I wasn't able to get the whole lighthouse in view unless the image was not zoomed in. So I took the pictures I needed first. Now, here I am. I seem to have some vague memories of walking near here. Now, give me a moment to put on my gloves, because my hands are getting cold. So don't mind the image moving around while I do so. In fact, let me set it down here and you can get a view of the water. Alright, there we go. So, I'm going to loop my hand, my gloved hand, through the digital camera now. There you go. You're back. Yep, there's my shadow. We'll see what the barricade says. Maybe you're able to walk along the pier instead. I mean, they found a way through somehow. I don't know why they would block it. What does it say here? Closed for winter? Yeah, well, so was the what would you call it? So was Hamilton. Oh, look at that one. Now I know not many pictures here, but I got what I needed. So I'll go out to the lighthouse at the far end, which I got from a distance in the last picture, and we'll just see what happens. I mean, there's people there fishing, so. And there's the pier, and see, that's a breakwater with rocks on it. There's a lighthouse there. That's how they enter, I guess. You can see where we came from and everything. Now you ask why I'm using the, by now, inferior digital camera instead of there's the Toronto skyline way out there. Once I get out to the lighthouse view, I'll try to zoom in and get it. But this is like, okay, now maybe this is why I fell in love with the Pembroke Riverside Park, because its Lighthouse Pier and deep rivers reminded me, on a smaller scale, of this which I first discovered back in college when I was at Brock University, class of 2004, which was the year it turned 40, and the same year Tim Hortons turned 40. In fact, I drove by the Tim Hortons that I worked at. Well, I went up Ontario Street on the way here. There were two of them. There was one right near the QEW. That's the one I worked at. Very close to the hotel I stayed at last night. And then there was one further up Ontario Street on the west side. And that's where I got my 2 weeks of training while I was on the day shift, because I was essentially hired on the night shift. which, let's be honest, was the worst 3 weeks, months of my life. I was completely incompatible with the night shift, more compatible with an evening shift, actually. But that was 20 years ago. By now, I'm in the Canadian Armed Forces. I have been in for 16 years in March, and look, now that we're passing by the rock, we're coming across a third tanker, Great Lakes tanker ship out on the water. You can see it. Well, if you can't see it from where I am, you probably can't. Let me pause the video, zoom in a bit. Now the video's at maximum zoom, so you should be able to see the tanker out there now. And of course, there we are. There's the second middle tanker. There's the one near the red. Here's the green lighthouse. And of course, since I'm all zoomed in, and of course the Toronto skyline is ahead of us. I'll come back when I'm there. Well, my digital camera still has some battery. So here I am at the edge of the pier, and it goes further than that one, so I am on the proper one. And you can see the three ships on the horizon. And just to the right of the second ship is the Toronto skyline. I don't know how much you can see of it, but it is there. I got the pictures. And there's the final ship way out there.